My name is Siobhan Johnson, and this is my menu project for CMP 167. Okay. So down here, this is the display. Welcome to the food festival. Would you like to place an order? And then I'll get the string yes or no for the next input. So over here I have, and just to make sure that whether or not the answer is uppercase or lowercase doesn't matter. Like if I put a no, it'll instantly, if I put no and capitalize the O, the string will instantly be put to uppercase, so that the system only reads capital no or capital yes. So down here, if she put a no, like I just did, I'll print out, thank you for stopping by, maybe next time you sample our menu. However, if she put yes, then it goes to the main menu method. So down here we have the main menu. We'll print out what's the name for the order, and then get the string username for the input. So let's just use my name, and then I'll ask you to select from the menu, which is the appetizer, the main course, the desserts, or nothing. So here I use a while continue menu equals true function to get the system to and to keep asking you if you want this. And I'll get the choice for the next input. And I use a switch function down here to bring you to the next menu, to bring you to the submenus, the appetizer, the main course, and the dessert. So if we select appetizer, that will bring us to the appetizer menu right here. And they use the same function as before to bring you to the topping menus. For the bread, the sauce menu for the wings, and the dipping sauce menu for the mozzarella sticks. So if we choose bread, that brings us down to the top. That brings us to the top of menus down here, and that adds appetizer bread to the order string. So down here it displays your options: nothing, garlic, paprika, cheese. So here I use if functions to loop the system. So I use if functions to loop the system and to get the order and to add the actual order to the order string. So let's say we choose garlic. It will add garlic to the order string, and then print this back out, and then display the topping screen again. Same thing if we add paprika, and if we add cheese. Now if we hit zero, that not only closes the brackets and adds a new line to the order string, but it also says continue to false, which is stop this function, and then breaks. And then breaks, which is bring us back to the appetizer menu. Now if we choose wings, now with wings we have similar function. Like appetizer wings, we have the different sauces instead of toppings. Like we have garlic parmesan, barbecue sauce, and buffalo sauce, and we have a similar function for adding in the order to the order string. And since we add a new line to the order string, the order string will take place in a new line. So let's choose garlic parmesan and barbecue sauce. And if we hit 0, that brings us back to this menu. That brings us back to the appetizer menu. And it's the same thing for mozzarella. Sticks. Appetizer mozzarella sticks. We have marinara sauce, Alfredo sauce, and ketchup sauce. And ketchup sauce toppings. Let's choose marinara sauce and ketchup. Then we hit 0, and that brings us back to this menu. Hit 0 again, and that brings us. Oops, Oops, that's wrong. Wait a second. Alright, so we hit 0 here, and that brings us back to the main menu. And that brings us back up here to the main menu. So if we choose the main course, that will bring us down to the main course menu. Now for main course options, I chose steak, chicken, and vegan. Choosing steak will bring us down to the steak toppings menu, where you have steak sauce, garlic, and pepper for options. Let's choose steak sauce, and let's choose garlic. Alright, hit 0, and you're back to the main menu. For chicken, I chose garlic parmesan sauce, Alfredo sauce, and sauce of the day as options. So let's choose sauce of the day, and that adds that to the order string. Hit 0, and now hit 0, and now we're back. And now back to the main menu. For vegan options, for toppings, I actually chose artichoke, spinach, and hummus. Let's use artichoke and spinach, and it adds it to the order strings. Hit 0. Hit 0 adds the brackets and new to the order string, and we're back to the main menu. Right, hit 0 again, and now back to the main menu. Now for desserts, the options I gave you were apple pie, ice cream, and cake. For apple pie, the toppings you have are a scoop of vanilla ice cream, honey, and syrup. Choose a scoop of vanilla ice cream and some honey. Hit 0, back here. For ice cream, the options are nuts, chocolate syrup, and rainbow sprinkles. So let's choose nuts and chocolate syrup. 0, back. For cake, I chose the options I chose are chocolate syrup. For cake, the options are chocolate syrup, powdered sugar, and a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Let's choose chocolate syrup and powdered sugar. Alright, hit 0. Back to that dessert menu. Hit 0 again, and we're back to the main menu. Now, if you're done with your order, you can hit 0 on the main menu, and that will print out. Here's your order plus your username, the order string, which you can see here, and enjoying a meal, and that will also terminate the program. And here you can see all the options that you selected. Alright, so the hardest part for me was definitely getting the system to loop properly. Initially I believe I was using if statements to try and get the system to loop properly. I actually have the original code here. I was using if statements to get the system to loop properly. And down here, if choice equals 2, then main course equals chicken, while choice is not equals 0, loop this program. And that really didn't work. And that really wasn't working. It would get stuck. I oftentimes get stuck looping. It will either get stuck looping in the topics menu and it won't back out properly, or sometimes it would jump, or sometimes it will go to an entirely separate menu, which isn't right. So I tried using the continue method function, and then also using switch statements and also sort of bringing and having the actual menus being their own methods, and not just a part of one long chunk of code. And that actually made it a lot easier to loop. But another problem that I had was if I use a switch statement to try and get back to a previous menu, that won't work. like it would just continue looping in one menu. So I tried using an if statement to try and get out of the system, to try and move back to the previous menu, and that ended up working. Another problem that I had was using an order string was actually getting the order string. Because initially I was declaring order string like in every method. Like I would declare order string here, but then I could declare order string here, and then like another menu I would declare order string here. And like that was constantly resetting order string. But like I was having trouble figuring out where it's like if I didn't declare order string there, then order string would work. So what I did was I made order string order string a static method, and then that allowed and then that allowed to actually collect data across the entire code instead of just one chunk, and then display it out here. So overall, it was actually pretty difficult. And the looping part was a pretty big issue that I had trouble with. That I had a lot of trouble with. But I figured it out. And overall, I enjoyed working on this code. So that's it. That's it. That's the program. Thank you for watching.